All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be making a video that was suggested by a subscriber. He asked me to make a video about how I mount my iPad to my tripod. So I'm going to make that video, and I figured since I'm going to be making a video like that, I would expand on it a little bit, and we'll talk about how I mount some other electronics to my iPad. So stay tuned and enjoy. All right. So as far as electronics that we're working with today, we've got the iPad Pro M4 13-inch here. It's in a little case, cheap case. I'm going to have links to all this stuff in the description. So if you're interested in it, I'll be able to point you in the right direction where to find it. They're not affiliate links. Nobody's paying for this video. This is all stuff I've bought with my own money. If you'd like to support the channel, be sure to like and subscribe. And feel free to share with your buddies that are into this kind of thing too. So M4 iPad Pro 13-inch. This is the DJI RC2 that goes with my DJI Air 3S. Hopefully you're enjoying the video. Just wanted to take a second to remind you about the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away one of these, a Firehouse Technologies Arc 5 Pro strobe light. Really handy for flying at night, keeps you within legal limits of the 3 statute miles of visibility. So be sure to check the description and figure out the details. But I can tell you in a nutshell, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below on this video. And once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to pick somebody who has commented on one of these videos, and I'll get in touch with you and send you a brand new one of these out. So back to the video. This is iPhone 16 Pro Max. And so that pretty much covers it with the electronics. Now I'll start to explain how these items are mounted and what they're mounted to. Start with the iPad Pro. This one is sitting in a clamp rig. I'm not sure the exact name of this, but again, links will be in the description. I'm probably going to put a little picture down here in the corner of this video showing you what it looks like on Amazon when you go to order it. It's sitting on a SmallRig clamp, crab claw clamp. Yeah, say that fast. Crab claw clamp. And it articulates and stuff. This is the same thing. It just doesn't have anything mounted to it yet. So iPhone 16 Pro Max is actually on a magnetic mount. And I'm currently using it as a monitor for while I'm filming here. I'm filming this video with a DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro that's mounted on another tripod that's obviously out of view. But this one is magnetic. Takes advantage of the Magsafe capability of this phone. Where it gets cool, and I think this is what the subscriber that asked for this video is interested in, is how to take this iPad and use it with the magnetic mounting. Because if you're watching this video, you probably know that iPads don't support Magsafe charging. So how do we get around that? We'll get to that right now. All right, so before we get to the Magsafe stuff, I thought I'd demonstrate how this works. This is all aluminum construction. You got some nice rubberized padding here on the bottom and on the top. I've also got 2 cold shoe mounts. You know, you can mount a lot of different things in this mount. It's really for tablets. And like I just demonstrated, it holds a 13-inch iPad Pro. So huge range. It's not really going to be the best for iPhones, but it will work. You know, to get the cameras correct, I think you would mount it off like this. Something like that. Obviously it does not fit there. So this one's actually designed for tablets. They do make a plethora of different mounts for phones like this. I'm not going to have links to that. Those are easy enough to just Google, but I'm a big fan of SmallRig, if you couldn't tell. again, not sponsored, but this stuff just works. And then, you know, you put your iPad in there or whatever, and you just tighten this screw on the back, and bam, you're in there, secured. It's padded on both sides and the back, so you don't scratch up your nice device. So now we'll get to the MagSafe stuff. All right, guys, so what I've got here is a DEKEENSTAR magnet mount. Basically, it's the size for, you know, MagSafe charging. And basically, it's got a 1/4-20 mount in the back. It's got locking tabs. You know, if your 1/4-20 mount has that. It'll also fit on cold shoe mounts from either side. You know, you'd slide it onto a cold shoe like that, or like this. I don't really have those. I don't really use them. So I just use the 1/4-20 and put it on my mounting plate on, you know, for my tripod. I've got a couple different tripods. This is the nicest one that I have from SmallRig, but yeah, you just screw it in there. It's on the mounting plate, and you just mount your mounting plate. All right, plate's mounted. Next piece you need is this here, which is this metal ring. It comes with 3M adhesive on the back. Pretty, you know, simple, obvious thing to do. Clean it with alcohol, peel the 3M backing off, and stick it in the center. And that's going to make it adhere to the DEKEENSTAR magnet mount, like so. And it's on there. I don't have a pound rating. I know that's a thing in videos. I don't really know how to test that, but it's on there. It's not coming off. Wind's not going to blow this off. Dog comes by and knocks over your tripod. Well, there's that. So, you know, completely different situation, but I really like that so that I can just take it on and off. I sell things on eBay, and I use this to take the pictures, and then I also like do part of the descriptions and things with it. And then I can stick it back up here like so while I'm doing other things, and I don't have to worry about laying it down. Obviously pretty protective over this thing. It usually lives on a Magic keyboard, but I use it for a lot of things. So like flying my drone. So that's pretty convenient right there. Again, links for all this stuff in the description. Feel free to check it out. Again, not sponsored by these guys, but this stuff just works. You know, I get plenty of things that I think are going to be cool, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm not trusting expensive things to stuff that cheap. But none of this stuff is super expensive. I mean, the iPads and things like that are, but the mounts, not so much. So keep that in mind, make good decisions. Something else I just wanted to point out real quick, all these SmallRig mounts that I'm using here are all 1/4-20. You know, it's really standard. They're super versatile. I set these things up all kinds of different ways. You guys saw how I had it set up in the beginning and also in the thumbnail picture. It's just so much versatility if everything just fits. So that's why I like the SmallRig stuff, and I'm going to talk some more about the versatility. All right, so now we'll talk about this longer magic arm that I have here. This thing's super convenient for me. I mostly use it for my controller, for my drone, but you know, it can be used for just anything that you want to get in position. I like to take and put it down low and use it like about a position like that. You know, it's got 3 articulating points. Well, 3 joints. That's really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 articulating points. But I usually like to just mount my controller down here low. I use my drone to film a lot of time-lapse stuff, and I don't really care to hold it. You know, it lets me do other things because I'm filming other things too. If I go out filming, I'm just filming and yada, 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 trying to get as many things done at once as I can. And this thing is just get in any kind of weird position you want it. Wherever things need to be, this thing will do it. Again, link in the description. Quick tutorial on how to mount an RC2 to a tripod or anything with a 1/4-20 mount. First off, you need a 1/4-20 mount. In this case, we're using a SmallRig magic arm. Links in the description for all this stuff. Next thing you need is this little mount right here. There's already 2 little holes in your DJI RC2. And this little adapter that I'm going to send you a link to, or not send you a link, it's going to be in the description, comes with the little screws that go in the holes there. And then bam, it's mounted on there. And then you simply screw it on to your 20/4 mount. Just like so. You might be asking yourself, why would I do this? Well, I film a lot of time lapses and I don't like to stand there and hold my controller the whole time. So I use this. Thanks for watching, guys. Consider liking and subscribing. If you like this kind of content, I've got lots more long form content on how to set these things up, tips and tricks, things like that. Thanks for watching.